Hey everybody, Nomalanga, I'm Charlie Moses here with themochamoguls.com. I'm here with Dr. John Beckem from the Life After Debt Institute. You can find Dr. John Beckem at drjohnbeckem.com. How are you doing today, JB?
I'm doing excellent. How are you doing today, Noma?
Very good, thank you. I'm really excited about the program that we're introducing. It's the Debt Elimination Blueprint, which will start on January the 8th. And I'll put the link in this video where everybody can sign up for it and find out more about it. I just wanted to kind of go over a little bit, if it's okay with you, what the program offers. And I'll share my screen here quickly and show you what we're talking about. So can you say just in summary what the program is?
Well, the program really focuses on a couple of things. So number one, if a person is already maybe encumbered with debt, I help them create a plan of how to go from being in debt to being out of debt and then creating wealth. And that wealth being generational, where it's something that you can pass down from yourself or your generation down to your children and hopefully your children's children and beyond. Secondly, for those who may not be in debt, but say, hey, I want to be able to multiply my cash that I currently have. Are there some avenues in which I can safely invest? Are there some things that can help me to acquire some of your goals, whether that might be a vacation home or a new home, maybe that be college tuition for your children. And so I help them with that as well. And then also looking at, for third, those who may be in their latter parts of their life saying, hey, I've already gotten out of debt, don't have any debt. I've already went to college and sent my children to college. And so now I'm thinking about retirement years and kind of what I want to do, how I'm going to set up my succession planning or estate planning. And I help people look at that as well. So, for a person who's in debt, it gets you out of debt as a blueprint, but also give you insight of where you want to go, right? And for a person who's not in debt, but also have some aspiration of acquiring different milestones in their life, new house, vacation home, college tuition, so forth, it gives them a plan. And also they're able to glean where they might want to go in their elderly years. And those who are at the latter stages of their life, the senior years, you're looking at, okay, what is your exit or succession planning in regards to your finances, wills, estate, things of those natures. They also able to share some information and insight of what they might have done to get to their point of where they're at today.
Okay. So I'm just going to quickly share screen and show. So just confirm that you can see my screen.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I see this phenomenal 12-step program.
Right. So this is a basic overview of what the program offers, and I'll just run it down quickly. So it's basically like, and I remember having this conversation with you, where an alcoholic who wants to stop being an alcoholic will go through the 12-step program, right?
Yes.
And this was the we started calling it something. Do you remember?
The breakthrough.
No, it was the Life After Debt. No, it was a program that had a play on words, and I'll remember as we go on. But anyway, you go through your breakthrough, you create your vision, you make a turnaround, then you have a budget, which why it's called your no budget. I remember you saying is because. Can you say it again? Why is it a no budget?
Because nobody sticks to a budget. It's kind of like a diet. After the first day or two, you're ready to throw it away, and diets are not fun. Right. So creating a budget and trying to religiously stick to this budget is unrealistic. So I show people how to have a budget without having a budget, where it becomes psychological and behavioral, and they're more aware of things that are transpiring in their life.
Okay. Then, of course, the emergency fund is self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Your snowball, I remember when we did another program, you explained it was basically how you can go through your debt and start eliminating it. It's like a step.
Yes. Yeah, it's a quick way to eliminate your current debt. Most people want, if they're in debt or encumbered by debt, it's egregious, right? You feel the stress, and so how do you begin to relieve this pain as quickly as possible and effectively, without putting yourself in a worse case scenario than you currently are in?
And then, of course, your 8-month emergency plan. So quickly, I know that most people say that you need a 6-month, and you've explained before, but if you could just explain why it has to be 8 months.
Because if you look at the past 3 to 5 years, if a person is unemployed or underemployed, it usually lasts longer than 6 months. So if you only had 6 months of resources available, and even in those resources, people say 6 months of what your current bills are, you're going to run out of money pretty quickly. And then what do you do after that? So I take a different alternative path and look at what really should be in this emergency fund and emergency plan.
And then, of course, retirement plan, your children's college fund, paying for your home, an overview of how to generate wealth, and then future generations and giving back. I want to just kind of stop here and emphasize one of the things that you said when you were kind of telling us what the program is about. You talked about from generation to generation. So this is a plan that has to be sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of people who learn how to make money. As a business coach, I know how to make money. But the truth is, if you make money and you're not keeping any of it, and the system that you're using isn't sustainable and can't be passed down from generation to generation, it's great, but it needs work. No?
Absolutely. And we're going to cover the things that really burden people down, that is passed from generation to generation. Habits that lead to further debt. And there's a difference between bad debt and good debt, which we will cover and go more into depth about. Understanding what a FICO score is and a credit score and the things that are impactful within your credit score and the different variations of how they impact it. So we're going to start from a basic level and then bring everyone up to speed on the same level and then proceed past that. So it's something that really, no matter where you are in your current financial situation, you can take advantage of. There's something I call it like a buffet table. There's something at the buffet for everybody.
Absolutely. And speaking of buffets, I want to let our audience know that if they go to teachable.com and look up the Life After Debt Institute, there are some segments there that are free. The one of my favorite is Ask Dr. Beckem, and of course people send in their questions, and then I'm the moderator most of the time, and Dr. Beckem answers questions that everyday people have, and actually, in my opinion, gives more information than people deserve, because I really think that if you're serious about doing something, you should be able to put your money where your mouth is. But as far as the Ask Dr. Beckem segments are concerned, that's completely free. Then there's also other courses that in there that will be developed as we go along. But just another reminder, this specific program, the Debt Elimination Blueprint that we're referencing, starts on January 8th. You click on the link below if you are interested in it. Also, please feel free to inbox me if you have questions about it. If you want to know how long, it's actually a 90-day program, but it may extend to 100 days. So it is literally $99 for 99 days. The course is only being offered starting in January, and after that, it will go up to a higher price. So if you want to save your spot on the program, it has to be done by the end of the year. So again, it is the Debt Elimination Blueprint, and it starts on January 8th of 2018. Any last words?
No, I think it's a great program. We're going to talk about the things that most people are not taught. Finances can be very scary for some people. You're not taught about it in school, and a lot of people are not even taught about it at home. But yet, when you become an adult, you're supposed to all of a sudden know all of this education and knowledge about how to handle finances, how to plan your finances, how to plan for retirement. We talk about retirement planning as well. What is this thing called a 401k that your job gives you and you're totally responsible for it? Whether it's good or bad, whether you have enough money. What is enough money? So a person retires at 65, what's enough money? What if you live to be 100 years old? What is enough money? Have you thought about inflation and what prices are going to be the next 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and so forth? And we'll cover all those different aspects. You'd be surprised how many people have not even considered retirement, have no answers to these questions, and really, no savings or to very, very little savings. And what do you do? So if you're 20 to 30 and you have no money, no savings, or if you're 40 to 60 or 60 and beyond, those are different class categories. And what you should be doing in those age groups are going to be totally different from one age group to the next. And so we'll cover all those different things as well.
Right. And the key thing here, if I may add, is that a lot of these things that you're supposed to do, you actually need some kind of income to do it. So it behooves you to get rid of your debt and then move on to the phase where you're actually using your money to create something that, hopefully lasts for generations to come. So great information here. I'm really looking forward to the program. I always joke that I have a front row seat in every program that you put out and that I moderate. So again, go to teachable.com, look for the Life After Debt Institute. I'll also include the link here. I want to say thank you to Dr. Beckem. Always great learning from you. And thank you guys. We'll see you soon.
Have a good day.